Hello YouTubers! Today we're going to show you how to add some metallic bling to both your fondant and your icing. Let's go ahead and get started. The first product that we're going to look at to add some bling to our fondant and to our icing is this Color Mist product by Wilton. It comes in metallic silver and metallic gold, as well as a variety of other different colors. It's so simple to use. It's just like using spray paint. Let's go ahead and spray up some fondant and icing. I'm going to demo this product with cupcakes. I frosted them with our delicious snowy white buttercream frosting. We just released that video. I'll put a link to it in the description. The first thing you want to do before using this product, just like a can of spray paint, is shake it well to mix all the ingredients inside. Since I'm using cupcakes for this demo, I've put them back into the muffin pan. That will protect the wrapper from getting any of the color mist on it. And now that I've shaken this well, it's just as easy as spray painting anything. You hold the can 6 to 8 inches away from whatever it is that you're painting, and then spray a thin coat over it. If you have a turntable, this would help. You want to do possibly a couple of light sprays. Don't try to overspray it all at one time. We're going to go ahead and let these dry, and we'll put a second coat of color mist on them. Here are our cupcakes with a little bling. To use the color mist on fondant, it's basically the exact same process. You want to make sure that your fondant has dried thoroughly. I find that putting your fondant on a paper towel helps. That way any overspray is absorbed by the paper towel and you don't get a puddle of color mist. Now you're just going to put a light coat on it. Again, if you have a turntable, sometimes that makes this easier. To get a good color on fondant like this rosebud, I find it's going to take probably 3 light coats to get it to be the color that you want. We'll let this dry for about 10 minutes and then we'll put another coat on. The next product that we're going to look at is referred to as luster dust. This is by Wilton. They actually call it pearl dust. It comes in gold and silver, as well as a variety of other different colors that you can use. We're going to show you 2 ways that you can use this. The first way you can apply this pearl dust is dry. I just put a little bit on a clean, dry paintbrush, and you just paint it on, kind of like putting blush on. The thing about doing it this way is that this doesn't really fully stick to the fondant, so you will likely have glitter all over your cake, but that can be pretty. The next one I'm going to show you is we're going to actually make kind of a paint out of the pearl dust and paint it on to our fondant. To make our pearl dust into paint, we're going to use vodka. You can use any clear liquor that you want. Vodka is kind of preferred because of the lack of a strong taste. It doesn't have to be a good vodka. I just happen to have this in the house, so get the cheapest that you can find. The reason that you use liquor is because the alcohol evaporates quickly and you don't want liquid setting on your fondant for long periods of time. Onto this little saucer, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vodka and 1/2 teaspoon of the luster dust. A 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts luster dust to 1 part vodka. It seems like a good place to start. If it's too dry, then add a little more vodka, just like a drop at a time. Or if it seems too wet, you can add a little luster dust to it, or let it set for a few minutes because the alcohol is going to evaporate and it'll thicken up that way. Once you have that, you just want to stir it up and you want to stir it thoroughly until it gets to be a paint-like consistency. Now that I have this in a paint-like consistency, you just can paint it onto your fondant. You can put it on somewhat smooth, or you can kind of dab it on, if you will, to kind of get like a gold leaf effect. That's how simple it is to paint the luster dust onto your fondant. You'll want to just let this dry before you put it on your cake. Here are some examples of our cupcakes with a little added bling. I hope you enjoyed today's video on how you can add some really cool metallic looks to your fondant and your icings. Please join our channel. We hope to see you back real soon.